All right, we're back with another edition of ADvice with Ryan Townend of William Joseph Communications. Ryan, good morning.
Great. Thank you for having me here today.
No, not a problem. So today we're having that traditional debate of traditional media versus new media.
Yes.
So I guess the first question for some people, what is the difference between new and traditional media?
Yeah, for sure. So traditional media is what we grew up with back in the day. So that is things like TV, radio, print, billboards. It was the medias that were used to start the influx of marketing into today's society. Now we have things like new media. So new media includes all those new innovative digital and social types of advertising platforms that we can also use to complement, what we built in the traditional day.
And so traditional media, not a whole lot of change there. So I guess if you were to compare the two, I'm a big boxing fan. You could say traditional media, heavyweight champion, long-standing in the ring here.
Yes.
And then, while new media is more, quick, savvy,
agile,
a little bit agile, right?
Yeah.
And it's a pretty good, fair fight there. Would you say that's kind of a fair way to describe it?
Yeah, because that's the question we always get asked at William Joseph is what should we be using? Should we be using traditional media stuff that we grew up with, or should we be using this new digital stuff? Like what do we do? And typically what you find is there's benefits on both sides of the equation, and at the end of the day, it's usually a compilation of both that come together to create a good media mix for a client.
So I guess, yeah, that leads to my next question. Which one do you believe is more important when it comes to marketing?
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's not what I think, it's what your customer thinks. And we really have to dial into where your customer is listening to, where they're being located, what they're seeing in their everyday. And that's really how you start choosing what types of media to use, is how do you get in front of them.
So I guess both have advantages to them. So let's get into traditional media, the advantages of the heavyweight champion, the traditional media.
Traditional media. The one thing about traditional media is you can reach a lot of people through television, through radio. It has proven itself time and time for decades. It's become a lot more segmented and specialty focused, so you can really dial in on your target audience. Things like billboards are still as popular today as they were years ago. The whole idea is it's all about impression, eyes on messages, right? So traditional media is completely relevant in today's society, and it still has its place.
And then on the flip side, with new media, plenty of advantages there. So what are some things you're seeing with new media?
New media is amazing it's all about timeliness. We can put out key messages in like a minute that can get out to millions of people through social media, through digital ad buys. It really gives us the ability to be very agile. We can change that message on a dime, where if you have a billboard up, it takes a little bit longer to switch out that creative. So digital or new media definitely gives us that really fast-changing timeline that a lot of clients require.
So both have their advantages.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
I guess is the right marketing plan balancing both in a way?
Right. So what you do is you take a step back. You have to figure out who are we talking to, and you have to figure out what are they listening to. And what we typically see at WJ, it's a balance of both, right? You have to still have some traditional media combined with the new media to make your marketing message effective.
So I guess planning the right marketing strategy. Where can people get some more information on all this?
Yeah, for sure. They can absolutely reach out to William Joseph on our website, williamjoseph.com. We do media and marketing plans for clients all the time and really help them kind of figure out really who should they have in their corner. Is it, the traditional folks or the new media?
Well, Brian, always appreciate the insight on your end, and thanks for coming in this morning.
Great. Thanks for having me.